Okay. We're live. All right. So now I have to go to Facebook.
Yeah, you gotta go to Facebook and send it over to our regular page.
Okay. Hey, boobies.
What's up, Janae?
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the live.
What's up, everybody?
Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have some fun topics to go over. Okay, we're just trying to share it on Facebook as well.
Yeah, so we're trying to share it, get more people in. Janae, I don't know if you've been active on Facebook, but if whoever's in, we got 4 people right now. If you can, please share on Facebook.
Yes.
Share the link on Twitter, anything.
Yes, we would really appreciate it.
Yes, we would. Send it to your family and friends.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How's everybody's night going? Where? Okay. Hey, Maji.
What's up, Maji?
Yeah.
How you doing, Cheryl?
Hi. How are you? All right, I'm gonna just share now.
And I'll just say, hey, fam. I just don't know. I don't know who it is off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But what's up, family?
Hello, everyone. How's everybody's night going? All right. So I think I shared it.
Okay.
Yes, guys, please give this video a like, a thumbs up, and share. Hi, Aunt Gloria.
Hey.
Please share and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope everyone's night is going well. We're gonna get started in just a second. I didn't know if you were if you were sending or anything. I didn't know if you were gonna send to people that were live now or what. Oh, that's your Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, come. I just shared it. I just pressed share now. So it's a post. It is a post. How's everybody doing? I really like this. I wonder, how do you do the thing where you make the comments come up?
What do you, on the screen?
Mm-hmm. Oh, just show. I saw it. Nice. Okay. So, you want to talk about the detox?
I guess we could get
Hey, Mama J. Oh, she's on Facebook.
Yep, right from Facebook.
All right. So, we have a few topics tonight.
Since you're on Facebook, Mommy, please share and like, please.
Yes, share, like. And then for all of you guys on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the page and share as well and give us a like. Thank you.
I did not even tie my hair up.
All right. That's okay. You look fine, honey.
Yeah. I'm always fine.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so we're going to just start off kicking it, talking about our detox that we're doing right now. Right now we're doing the Detox Now detox.
The Detox Now.
Yeah. That's why I said the Detox Now.
Detox. Oh, I thought you said a Detox Now detox.
Yeah. So right now we're doing the Detox Live Detox Now detox. Right now it's about 7 days though. It's a 7-day detox. Mm-hmm. We're on day 3. Mm-hmm. How you feeling?
I feel good. So basically what the detox is, like you said, it's 7 days. During the 7 days, we don't eat anything from basically sunrise until the sun sets. So when the sun sets, we eat one meal. And so throughout the day, we're drinking a structured water that has, it's distilled water, which with a mixture of chlorophyll, moringa, and chlorella. And then also we're drinking spring water and coconut water. And then when the sun sets, we eat our meals. So they're vegan meals, typically like a jackfruit meal. Yesterday we had like an avocado with spelt bread and onions. And tonight we're going to have jackfruit, vegetables, and wild rice.
Yeah.
So actually, it hasn't been as difficult as I thought it was going to be, not eating throughout the day. Sometimes if I do, sometimes I will feel a little bit hungry, but when I drink the coconut water, I'm good. I don't know, it's actually kind of filling. So it just kind of curbs my hunger. And then I haven't been lightheaded. I haven't had any headaches or anything like that. So I've been good. I feel less bloated. My energy is fine. I wouldn't say that it's increased or decreased. It's kind of just the same for me.
Okay.
What about you, hon?
My energy hasn't decreased or increased yet.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with a headache both days. The first 2 days, I had a headache the first day towards the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the second day, I had a headache to begin, right there in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Once I started moving, though, and just was busy doing stuff, I wasn't really too worried about, basically, I guess, my stomach,
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really bother me that bad. So it was better than what I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and today is day 3. So we're on day 3 today. So we'll keep you guys posted on how the detox was and if we recommend it, that you guys try it out.
Yes.
And because it's only 7 days, it's a good detox if you just after the holidays, you kind of want to reset and just start eating healthier. It's also great if you have any acute illnesses, just to kind of give your body a rest and a reset as well. So there are supplements that come with the detox, and one's to kind of help support your gut and detoxifying. And then there's another one because it's for either a male detox, or they have a female detox. So for the male detox, it's something to kind of help with prostate health, sperm health, things of that nature, and then vice versa for the women.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the detox.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, so last week, if you guys were with us, we were talking about a few different things. One thing that we were talking about was the 5 needs of women and the 5 needs of men. And one of the needs of women are love, and one of the needs of men are respect. So we wanted to talk today with you guys about love versus respect. And do you feel like there's a difference? And we just kind of want to delve into that. Why, for one, is it, everyone needs love, but on the list of priorities, women need love. Men really need respect. And for men, respect is kind of seen as love.
True.
Original woman. Is that Miss Rhonda?
I don't know.
Who is Original Woman? And hello, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining.
Yes.
That's from YouTube, and I don't think.
Oh, that is from YouTube. Hello. Or is that on Chi Chi?
Is it?
I don't know who that is, but it's either Miss Rhonda or Aunt Chi Chi, I think. Okay. So, yes. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you feel love and Hey, Aunt Chi Chi. Do you guys feel that love and respect go hand in hand? Do you feel like there is a difference? Talk to us, people. And then we'll kind of give you our insight on it too.
Yeah. This one could be a deuce too.
Why?
So, because you said for women, it's love. For men, it's respect.
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent, it's both though, right?
Right. So I feel like we all do need love and we all do need respect. However, for women, love is needed more than respect. And for men, respect is higher on their list of needs than love.
Okay.
And it makes sense to me, especially when I think about, so I'll wait for, well, I'll let you guys type, but I'm going to talk. But it makes sense to me, especially when you think about, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you think about how much women endure. Mm-hmm. And as women, I feel like we can handle and adapt and take a lot of things, especially disrespect, and still stay. You know, and mm-hmm. still like we can still like feel like, okay, well, this person loves me, and you know, they're still showing actions of love, even though within that they're also being disrespectful.
That's true. That's true.
With men, I can see why, even if a woman is showing actions of love, mm-hmm. if she's disrespectful or emasculates you, all that other stuff goes out the window when I feel like a man is disrespected, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
it's with true. The men in my life.
Yeah. I have seen some men that don't really react to it the same, mm-hmm. but majority of men probably react to it the same until they reach a certain age.
React to what the same?
Disrespect.
You said they react to it the same?
They react. No, most majority mm-hmm. that I've seen mm-hmm. don't take it at all. Mm-hmm. You know, but I've noticed that the older men get, or maybe it's mature, mm-hmm. they say, oh, it's not worth it, or it's just words and certain things like that. So maybe it's a level of disrespect. And even then, I don't know, because I've heard things. So. Huh?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Because let's say a situation like if people were in front of their kids, mm-hmm. they might, and somebody disrespect them. Some people may feel like they don't want to act out or show a different side of themselves to their kid.
Yeah. And I think I was more so speaking of in a relationship or marriage as far as disrespect, but I do get what you're saying as far as how you handle disrespect. Mm-hmm. It can be different if you're in front of your children, if you're in front of your wife, or if you're just, you know, by yourself, mm-hmm. you may handle it in different ways. So I understand what you're saying there.
And I guess in a relationship too, there's some beta males out there too that have been like really disrespected, but I don't know why they don't really react the same way.
Well, it's not about the reaction. So like saying that a man needs respect, if a man is disrespected, do you feel like that would mean he feels unloved?
If a man raising her hand.
Who's raising their hand? Aunt Chi-Chi's raising her hand. Oh.
What's up, G?
Hey, G. I didn't see a raising hand thing. I'm not sure. But Aunt Chi-Chi says, I've noticed that even boys respond better when they are being respected. They are more willing to listen and cooperate. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, for men, men and boys, like just the male species, I do feel like respect is like high, like it's just high on the pedestal.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the way men were created and are wired. It's like they need respect to thrive. If someone is emasculating you, talking down to you, and being disrespectful all the time, you know,
it's not a place of, you're not in a comfortable environment.
Right. And do you feel, so that was my question, is like, as a man, do you feel loved because maybe we should also define love and respect. Hey, Poppy.
Hey, what's up, Poppy?
Poppy says, I believe love and respect go hand in hand.
Okay.
I agree. They do go hand in hand. Do you think they're the same thing, or do you think, though, that there are differences? Because love, to me, mm-hmm. is an action. Like you love people, you love things, and there's different types of love, but it's just an action.
I wouldn't say love is an action because it could be unconditional.
So you still have
everything is not so you're saying me accepting you unconditionally is an action?
That is an action. You accepting me, that's an action.
I guess it's an action. I guess it's an action. I mean,
so like, okay. for example, if you and I got into an argument or disagreement or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are upset with me, but we're out and somebody tries to rob me or something.
Mm-hmm.
You still love me. So even though you're upset with me, you're still going to protect me.
But that's what I'm saying. That
That's
feeling
an
of, but
Go
that
ahead.
feeling of love that I would have before I defend you, that's not an action. That's something inside of me. That's you get what I'm saying? It can't be. It's not a tangible thing whatsoever. You get what I'm saying? In my eyes, me loving you or me loving my mother or anything like that, you can't put a value on it. You can't. It's not an action. It's just a feeling. It's a I mean, love is the key to unlock the thing that you would do for someone.
Yeah, I feel like it's more than a feeling, though. You know, the only reason I say that, honey, is because sometimes, yeah, you can feel like, oh, I love you. You're so great. Then as soon as you get mad, not you personally, but as soon as we get mad, it's like, oh, I hate you. So I think you're right. It is intangible because it's like, it's just so vast. It's everything. Like love is literally everything. It encompasses everything.
Yeah, because man, it's crazy that you said that because I just thought about this the other day. Even when you hate someone, something in there is love.
Could it though? Because then you really don't hate them. Because I feel like love and hate are opposites. Unless I don't know.
I don't believe love and hate are really opposite all the way. Learning the love languages really transform how I understand love. What is your definition of love then, Chichi? There are differences. There's differences. Other conditions of love, nothing to do with how I or anyone else performs it. Means you love no matter what they do or act.
Right. So, but do you think that's the same thing as respect? Because, see, and that's why I feel like love and respect are different. Because if you unconditionally love somebody, right, it doesn't matter if you feel disrespected or anything. You still love them through that. But if someone disrespects you, like they disrespected you. So and someone who loves you can still disrespect you.
Exactly. And that's
so there's two different. So they are definitely
somebody that loves you can disrespect you. Now, let's say for me, right? Someone that loves me and they disrespect me, they're gonna catch my words. They're gonna get my reaction. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that I would give them the same reaction as I would give somebody that I would have no love for. And it would also depend on the level of disrespect.
Right. So, and that's why I said there's different types of love. Like love is just so broad, but excuse me. But yeah, so that's what we wanted to kind of just go into. Please like the channel family. Thanks, Dolly.
Please and thank you.
Yes. So guys, everyone who's just joining us, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook joining us, just make sure you like the video. Chichi said, everyone feels loved differently. I may feel loved when my partner is helpful or pays me undivided attention or does things for me or gives gifts. So yeah, and that's what she was saying too with the love languages. So everyone's love tank is filled by different things. So you have like acts of service, you have gift giving, you have words of affirmation, you have physical touch, and then what was the last one?
You said gift giving, physical touch,
words of affirmation. The link doesn't work.
What link?
When I sent you Mila, true love means that you will give up your life for that person.
I done forgot. We done did a whole video.
No, I just forgot one of them. I remember.
It's one that it's actually 5.
Yeah, I said 4 of them.
Which ones you said?
Physical touch, gift giving, acts of service, words of affirmation, and it's just one more. I can't remember. Okay.
It shouldn't even be this hard to find it.
Oops.
Quality time?
Yes, quality time. There you go. Yeah. So That's a really good point on Chi Chi, that people do feel love differently. And if you try to love somebody in the language that's not their own, even though that's your love language, they may not feel loved. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's because the link. No, I'm trying to send this to Jamila because she said the link. Yeah. Okay.
True love means that you will give up your life for that person.
That's true. Hey, Jamila. Girl, I was just trying to send you the link. Thank you for joining us. Everyone who's new, please make sure you like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel, please.
We just got to Facebook, and most people being on YouTube today. So if you are on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And we are on Facebook if it is easier for you to view us.
Yes. So, what were we just saying?
Oh, we was trying to figure out the 5 love languages.
Oh, we figured it out. But yeah, so all right. So that was love versus respect. So I want to go into the clip that we have for you guys today. Miss Burt can't get in. Is she on Facebook, Mom, or is she on YouTube? Oh, I'm gonna resend you the link because the link I think was split when I sent it, or somehow it just splits when I send it. So I'm gonna resend it to you. Oh no, hold on. Don't do that link. Let me try it again. Yeah, because I didn't save it when I. Okay, that one should work, Mom. The second one I sent you. Okay, so I want to I don't know if you guys seen, but is it in the title?
No, it's
in the picture that we sent out.
It is in the title, I think. But
okay, so we want to talk about we're a relationship podcast. We want to discuss the would you say
what?
Like the role, or not the roles, the dynamics of once you're married. And once you're married, you still have your parents, and it's like, how do you balance that? Who gets more pull, per se? Is it your wife or your husband, or is it your parents? So we're going to play a clip. Please excuse it. It does have a little bit of foul language. It's hard to find things without it. But we want to just play this clip for you guys, and then we want to discuss it with everyone. So we're going to pull up the clip now. And like I said, it does have some foul language. So please, if you have kids around,
What's going on here? Like, why she in the front seat? And I get that that's your mom and everything, but like, you going to the back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Why? What are you talking about? I'm your wife. Are you serious right now? We gotta keep having these type of conversations. Every time I link up with your mother, it's always a problem. I'm in his life now, so why are you still here?
I'm always gonna be.
Okay, but go to the back fucking seat. I'm your wife. I'm your fucking wife.
And I love you.
But this is my car. Why do I gotta?
We've been in this together, but babe, that's my mom. I haven't seen her since Corona.
He came from my car. No, but every time she's around, you switch up.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Stop being a mama's boy.
I love you and I love her. I love both of y'all.
Go to the back.
Hey,
Go to the back
hey,
seat.
Mom,
Go to the back seat. No, I'm so tired of this shit. Go to the back.
Babe.
You could be his mother, cool, but go to the back.
I love both of
It's
y'all,
always
babe.
what's going on here? Like, why she in the front seat? And I get that that's your mom and everything, but like, you going to the back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Why? What are you talking about? I'm your wife. Are you serious right now? We gotta keep having these type of conversations every time I link up with your mother.
Okay.
I'm in his life now, so why are you still here?
Hold on, guys. We're gonna.
They're just playing for us.
Okay. So, hi, Crystal.
What's up, Crystal?
Thank you for joining. Okay, so we hope you guys.
Eric and her too.
Hey, Ari.
Not the same,
Where?
Not the same.
Oh, hey. Hi, cousin Eric. So we hope you guys saw the video. If you didn't see the video, if you just joined us, we just played a clip of a video. And for those of you who watched it but didn't understand what's going on, basically, the husband and wife, the husband pulled up with the mom in the car, and he told the wife, I guess to come down so that they can go somewhere. When she comes down, the mom is sitting in the passenger seat, and she's feeling like that's an issue because she's the wife and that's her car. So she feels like the mom should go in the back. So we wanted to discuss that because I do think that's a big issue in a lot of relationships and just family dynamics. Once you get married, you still have parents or in-laws, and they still sometimes have their viewpoints on how things should go. And then you and your partner, you and your wife or husband have your viewpoint on how things should go. So, yes, I want to discuss. Let me know what you guys think. Who was wrong in that situation? Yes. And do you think the mom should have just went to the back seat? Or do you think the daughter should have just went to the back seat? Please let us know before we tell you what we think. And Saquon and I did not discuss it. We did not discuss it with each other yet. So I'll be hearing his opinion for the first time, and he'll be hearing mine. Chichi said, no way would I even try to sit in the front in this situation. I would respect his mother. I would have to address this with my husband later privately. Okay, Tanya said all three were wrong. Oh, please explain that, Tanya. Okay. And Aunt Chichi. Okay, Aunt Chichi. So in this situation, you would respect his mom, and then when you have the discussion with him later, is it because you do feel like, though, as his wife, you should sit in the passenger seat? The wife was wrong.
You want me to talk about it? Or you want to wait?
I want to wait, but you can say a few things.
I mean, I like to give people opinion.
Me too. Crystal said the wife was wrong. Okay. Interesting. Do you guys, so for everyone who's saying the wife was wrong, do you feel like she was wrong because of how she spoke to the mom? Or do you feel like even the mindset to say, as a wife, she should be in the passenger seat is wrong? Because I do feel like the way she talked to the mother was out of line.
And from the video, it sounds like they have constant issues.
Oh, yeah. It does seem like there's been prior issues with her and the mom. Yeah. Okay. Aunt Chichi said, not necessarily. I'm not entitled to the front seat, but I would need to know what other dynamics are going on. Okay. That's true. Because like we just said, it seems like there's more to the story. There's other things going on. All right. Go ahead, hon. Give your opinion.
All right. So how I feel about it is from watching the video, right? From watching the video, what I'm assuming is that they pulled up like that. Now, if they pulled up like that and you asked my mom to get out the front seat to go to the back when we got here like this, I think that's a bit much. I think that's kind of pushing it, especially like he's saying, like, this is the first time I'm seeing my mom do the corona and all of this, like, you pushing it, you know what I'm saying? And why? I mean, all this corona stuff going on, you ain't got no respect. Like, why you acting like this? That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Oh, hold on 1 second. I just want to read because a few things started popping up. Aunt Chichi said, I think she's feeling disrespected in many other ways, which we agree because she said, like, this is always an issue with the mom.
Correct.
Tanya said, the wife approached the situation wrong. The mother seemed like there was a thing, and the husband needs to get some boundaries with everyone as well. I definitely agree. Poppy says she should have waited to talk to her husband after. I do agree. Crystal said, I think how she handled it was all wrong. Correct. Agree. Auntie Chloe said, disrespect for not just the mom, but as an elder as well. I like that. Hey, Damien. What's up?
It's been a while.
Yes. And so we just played a clip, Damien. I don't know if you were in here. Basically, it was a husband and wife, and the husband pulled up with his mother in the passenger seat. And well, honey, I don't. Where are the comments?
You were just talking.
Okay. But the husband pulled, go ahead, do what you're going to do. The husband pulled up with the mom and his mom in the passenger seat. So the wife came down, they were going to leave together. And she told the mom that she needed to get out the car, go in the back seat. Oh, I'm glad you're back. She needs to get out the car and go in the back seat. It's her car. And then she also said in there, Saquon's going to play it. You're going to play it again?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I was pulling it up.
Let me just read what Mama J had to say real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was going to bring up Mama J because she just naturally sat in the back seat.
Yeah.
She said, "I just sit." Oh, go ahead. I just sit in the back seat. It honestly doesn't make me a difference, especially in my case when I visit y'all. I allow you to sit together in the front, even when I am told it's okay to sit in the front. I decline. The wife was out of place, and I think the mom would have understood if she was asked respectfully. And Aunt Chichi said exactly, Gloria. Okay, so yeah. That's what I was going to say, because in my experience with my mother-in-law, she naturally just goes to the back seat, and I'll offer her the front seat, and I'm like, no, Mama J, you can sit in the front, and she will decline. So for me, and this is my first experience with a mother-in-law and my only, but she just naturally goes into the back seat to let us sit together.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't care if she did sit in the front seat, because it's just, I don't know. To me, it doesn't.
For you, it's like we all going to the same place.
We're all going to the same place, and it doesn't ring like less respect if I'm sitting in the back. Not if like I don't have to sit next to you, you know. And then also, it is like a respectful thing. Kind of how Auntie Glow said, as far as like your elder, Mama J, you're still a young tender, but as far as like your elders and saying that, you know, she should be able to, you know, sit in the front seat out of respect, especially like Mama J's visiting. So it's like, okay, I'll let you sit up there.
Yeah.
Now
that's why you give it. Wait, you saying that's why you give it to her?
Right. That's why I would give it to her. It's because she's, you know, she is visiting. That. Yeah. And then also, I do think a lot of this, like Aunt Chichi brought up earlier, stems from the fact, you better know it, stems from the fact that there is underlying issues with his mother and his wife. And that is very hard for anybody to be in the middle of, you know, their spouse and their parent. Mommy said, I think the wife should let her mother-in-law ride in the front for her last time, and for future endeavors, leave her at home. The couple should shop together and leave mama at home. And
if it's always an issue.
Right. And and you know, it's hard when we're just judging a clip because we don't know the full extent of their relationship, the dynamics, what they were doing that day, why she was in the front. It did sound like he said he hasn't seen his mom since COVID. And it does look like they came together and pulled up, and then the daughter or the wife came down the stairs. So, you know, it's just an interesting dynamic. But the mom did look like she was being a little stank. Well, she was looking at her like, yep, here she go. I'm ready.
Kind of over here talk about whoever calls shotgun first, or how about mom sits in the back and let's go. I mean, hey, let's look at the clip one more time. Okay,
we're going to play the clip one more time for all of you guys who just joined us, so you can kind of get the full view. It's not too long.
Yes, let's see here.
Okay.
Go to the back seat. No.
Rewind.
What's going on here? Like, why she in the front seat? And I get that that's your mom and everything, but like, you going to the back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Why? What are you talking about? I'm your wife. Are you serious right now?
Okay, calm
We
down.
gotta keep having these type of conversations. Every time I link up with your mother, is always a problem.
Cool.
I'm in his life now, so why are you still here?
I'm always gonna be.
Okay, but go to the back fucking seat. I'm your wife. I'm your fucking wife.
And I love you.
This is my car. Why do I gotta go?
They don't got nothing to do with you.
Babe, that's my mom. I haven't seen this before.
He can't see her. No, but every time she's around you, good job.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Stop being a mama's boy.
I love you and I love mom. I love both of y'all.
Go to the back.
Babe,
Go to the back
babe,
seat.
mom, please.
Go to the back seat. No, I'm so practicing. Go to the back.
Babe.
You could be his mother, cool, but go to the back.
Babe, I love both of y'all.
Make sure you exit from our thing. Okay, so for those of you who didn't get to see it, Definitely. Now you can see it. So Aunt Chi said, Mom was definitely getting riled up. Yes, she was. Who knows? She might feel more entitled to the man than his wife. All kinds of dysfunction here. Like, who's even filming and why? That's what I asked Saquon. I'm like, why was someone recording this? Like,
I feel like her friends were recording it. I mean, you see somebody was sitting there trying to calm her down or whatever the case may be. I think they already knew it was going to be an issue.
Lad. Sorry, honey.
Hey, don't worry about it. We just really kind of getting into it, kind of.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like I feel like she already knew.
She knew it was going to be an issue.
Yeah.
The mom already knew it was going to be an issue when they came
You said
there.
The mom or the wife?
The mom.
I think the wife knew too. That's why her friends did with a camera.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that's her friend. I don't know who's recording. You know?
I mean, I would assume that you think it's a random.
He said
person.
He blames the brother. Like the brother?
The brother.
Like
the guy.
The husband?
He's definitely to blame in the end of it all. In the end of it all, he's to blame because he didn't set any type of boundaries. He let that get way out of hand, in my opinion.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at him because he was just like, he was like, I love you both.
He don't want to be going through that.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing. It's like nobody wants dysfunction between their spouse and their parents.
Yeah.
Aunt Chi said, right, exactly. No boundaries whatsoever.
Yeah.
Poppy said, for me, it goes back to respect. In my time, the wife would go in the front. When you get married, you become one with your wife. Trump's mom. That's true.
I've heard that.
And then Aunt Chi said, like, he likes them fighting over him. That can be something. A little dysfunction there.
Yeah.
Because some moms are more like partners to their sons than moms.
Yeah, and you know what? And this is what I guess is the disrespect and all of this stuff. But like she said, the mom was kind of getting riled up.
Yeah.
The way the mom was turned, leaning out the window.
Her whole demeanor.
It was like she was ready to get into the
drama.
Yeah, she was ready to get into the drama. And I feel like as a mom and as an elder, we're supposed to respect our elders, but she's supposed to be given a lead example.
Right. And respect goes both ways. It's like, yes, I'm going to respect you, but you also should respect me. I'm a human, you know, and I am his wife.
Correct.
So it's like, I think to kind of narrow it down, like we all said, there's a boundary issue and there's some underlying disrespect that's been going on between the wife and the mother-in-law. So there's a lot of things behind the scene that I don't think we have got, we don't know. We're not privy to.
Your mom said it looks like a power struggle when the mom is pushing her daughter-in-law's buttons.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, she knows this already by now, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. And then Damien said, there are definitely some pre-existing drama going there.
Mm-hmm.
She already knew mom was in the front seat. However, to please everybody is to neglect everyone. Can you expand on that, Damien?
Yeah, I would definitely like a better.
Mommy said, feeling froggy, we can jump. That would be your demeanor. For every reaction, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Yeah, and it is.
Yes. And then Tanya says, from the clip, it looks like this is how their interactions have been.
Yeah,
I agree. And that I think is a huge piece because you have to set boundaries. We actually did a podcast with Jamila. I don't know if Jamila, you're still watching, and her husband, Mon. And we were talking about boundaries in a relationship and just family boundaries and how important it is to set those boundaries because otherwise you have problems like that. And it can just lead to a whole bunch of drama, unnecessary drama that could have already been nipped in the bud.
Yeah. And that's how I feel. Like Damien said, he said mom should have done better. However, wifey crossed boundaries once she started cussing. True. Once she started doing all of that, we gotta stop this a little bit. I would have been like, all right, first of all, you're not about to be talking to my mom like that. And then you could say, I understand how you feel. I get it, and then go from there. But because she needs to stop.
Yeah, I do like, though, what Aunt Chi, I think Auntie Chloe, a few people said earlier is in that moment, if I do feel like as my husband, if you know that's an issue for me, you should have corrected it right away.
Yeah.
However, if you did not, I would bite the bullet, take my little tail in the back seat, and then we will talk about it later. Because I do feel like as my husband, that's your responsibility to make sure I feel comfortable. And especially if we discussed it beforehand.
And that's what I was about to say. From the sounds of it, they discussed this plenty of times.
Right.
So
if he knew it was going to be an issue, and instead, I'm not going to disrespect your mother.
Yeah.
But we will have a conversation later because it's like we talked about this.
Yeah.
And this is an issue for me. So and then Blue Biz, oh no. Okay. So, my mother-in-law sister. Okay, go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Janae was saying that she had the same situation where they were giving each other the front seat.
Okay.
So
and I've been in the same situation with Mama J.
So I took it.
Yeah, and same. And I sat in the front too because Mama J was like, no. And that's what I think. It's like a respect thing. It's like you both are showing, hey, no, you can sit here. And she's saying, no, you can sit here. But at the end of the day, it was a respect thing. And you just said, okay, well, I'll sit here.
Yeah, but you're right, Tanya. It is a time and place for everything.
Yes.
And Damien says, you cannot please everyone. When you set the appropriate boundaries and set standards,
it's okay. There's no waving.
Yeah, there's no waving. But to be in a position to please everyone is to be at constant war. Pick a side.
That's very true. You can't please everybody.
You're
not going to be able to. And I agree with what Poppy said. Once you're married, that is your priority. Your wife, your children, that is now your nuclear family. And yes, you always respect and love your parents and appreciate everything that they did for you. However, it's just this is now your number one.
Yeah.
Okay, ahead, baby.
No, and that's what it is like, before she started all the extra, he should have made sure his mom was in the back.
Yeah, because he knew it was going to be an issue.
Yeah, he should have told her, hey, when she come downstairs,
not even
I would like you
to, before she came down the steps.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Before she come downstairs, I would like you to sit in the back. And you could just tell your mom, that's your mom. So you should be able to be open and honest with her. Be like, this is an issue that we've been having. This is something that I don't want to deal with. I would like for things to be cool and copacetic between us. So can you just sit in the back?
Yeah. I mean, and it shouldn't be a problem. Honestly, it's just a car ride.
Exactly.
Chi said, exactly, child. I'll sit in the back and sulk. Yes. Oh, yeah. He'll be feeling the eyes beaming on the back of his head. All right. Crystal.
Be looking in the rearview mirror.
Oh, yeah. You will know. I'm going to keep it cute, though. So Crystal said, for me, it's all about respect for the elder mom. I always offer up the front seat. My mom being an elder and that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, we was about to get into that.
Has bad knees, we offer the front seat. Most of the time she takes it, but at times she declines. And then Jamila said, my mother-in-law always gets in the back, but offered her the front seat. And Damien says, and stand your ground. He as a man should have established this before jumping the broom.
True.
Very true. And Mommy says, Chi-Chi's funny. Bluey says, the Bible speaks of it. Exactly what you said, Charm. Yep. Once you're married, you become one with your spouse, and now your husband, wife comes first. Yep. Cousin Let says, I mean, his mom is my mom, and I would always give my mom the front seat. That's a good thought too. It's like, well, we are one, so your mom is like my mom, and I mean, I call her Mama J, you call mommy Ma G. So that's a really good point too, Cousin Let. I know. That's a good point too. It's like you respect them as if they were your own parent. That's true. So, but okay.
See, that's tough though. Because when you respected somebody as your parent, you as yourself would just let your mom just sit in the front seat.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Then, because even if I respect your mom as like my parent as well, at what point as a grown person with my own family do you start setting boundaries to still say, okay, yes, I respect you as if you were my mom. And for my mom too, your tail would be, no, I'm kidding. Like your tail would be in the backseat. No, but it would be like, what point too would I say like, okay, but even for my mom, for both of our parents, this is what we have established.
It's not for you to say.
Who's it for? Who,
It's for
who
the man
says
to
it?
say.
To say what?
Once this is just like when does he feel comfortable enough to tell his mom that my wife is going to stay here?
No, absolutely not. It's you said it's for when he feels comfortable to say it. So your wife
No,
could have issue with it.
Beforehand, I'm saying like when to set those standards, he should have already done it. You get what I'm saying?
Mommy said what?
Like he should have been like, okay, well, this is what's going to happen.
Right. No, I agree with that. But I'm just saying as an adult, because even if we take it out of
at what point?
Yeah, it's just as an adult, at what point it's like you always respect your parents, but at what point or do those certain boundaries come up? Because at one point it's like I've always asked my mom, like even when I was in college, even though I didn't have to, like I'm like, oh mom, we're going on a road trip. You know,
so that's what I'm saying.
So like, but at what point?
It depends on how far we into this relationship and the bond between me and you.
Yeah, I mean, I think marriage. I feel like once you get to marriage,
I can't say marriage because it like. You know, my mom been out here plenty of times before we were married.
But that wasn't something you said. That's something she just naturally did.
I already knew that's what it was, though.
You knew what? Well, I don't get what you mean.
For our family dynamics, right? I already know my mom was sitting in the back.
Yeah, you knew she would do it. We're talking about a mom who's not willing to do it or who doesn't want to do it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's a point where. Hey, what's up, Taisha? What you reading?
Hey, colleague.
I mean, his mom is his mom. It'll always give moms the front. That's what your cousin Les said. Should I be only on? What?
He said, "Who's ever not getting in the car is just getting left. He doesn't have time for the arguing." Tired of arguing. And then Tanya said, "Oh, were you finished what you were going to say?"
I was just, in my opinion, I just feel like if the bond is there at a certain point, and you know, I don't care if we married or not. If I feel like the bond is there like that for me and you to where I'm thinking about it or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. At that point, I feel like if I want you to sit up there up front like that, then you're going to sit up front.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's just, we're not talking like.
You saying at what point does that get set? And that's what I'm saying. It gets set.
When you feel like it?
Yeah, when he feels. Because you saying marriage, I'm telling you it could have happened earlier.
I mean, yeah, it's up to the couple. It's up to the guy to speak up. If it's his mom, it's up for whoever.
Yeah. Now, if it's before, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
If it's before marriage and you didn't do anything, maybe I guess once you're married, then that's it. I mean, but I feel like, you know.
You start setting boundaries, the more serious your relationship gets, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I understand that. Okay. So Tanya says, well, what if it was her mom, dad? Would it be different if she expected her husband to take the back seat? I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if, what would you say? So if it was mommy or poppy, mm-hmm. and I'm like, all right, Quan, honey, get in the back. Do you feel like it would be okay? I wouldn't.
I know. I'm just saying.
But if they didn't want to move, if from a man's perspective, mm-hmm. would you feel disrespected, or like how would you view that?
So in a personal, like let's speak personally, right? Personally, if you're. Yeah,
men don't typically have these issues with their daughters and son-in-laws.
And this is what I was about to say. Like with your mom, I don't know. Like if everything all fine, she sat in the back before, if I'm correct.
She naturally would do it too. Yeah, like a lot. It just depends on the relationship, the dynamic. It depends on the person. Not everyone cares about sitting in the front.
And I think she respects our relationship enough to let that be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So she chose. If I'm correct, she chose the back.
Yeah, and that is something, because like we are kind of all picked up from the clip. There was underlying issues prior to this day with the mom and the wife. So intentionally, because all of us here have said, for the most part, that our moms naturally, or mother-in-laws naturally, just wanted to sit in the back and let the wife sit with her husband.
Yeah.
So it could have just been really just a spiteful situation where the mom knew it's going to be an issue. So she decided, I'm going to stay here and cause this issue to let her know who runs things.
Now, like I was saying, though, personally, though, I would automatic, like let's say we in my car,
Mm-hmm.
I would automatically say, all right, well, Poppy would sit in the front seat.
Oh, Pops.
You get what I'm saying? And that's where we was going to, as far as when Crystal was saying how
if you have bad knees,
you
a bad back,
and all these
tall, if you're extra tall, there's certain things.
Yeah,
I get that.
That go into play. It's kind of like, why would I squish someone super tall in the back? Like
it's just inconsiderate.
Yeah, it's very inconsiderate.
Yeah. So Khalik said, if it's up to me, they're both getting left sitting there arguing over the front seat. Khalik, that's a temporary fix, but then when you go home, you have to deal with your wife. And then you also still have to deal with your mom. So it still doesn't necessarily resolve anything by just,
you got an ounce of respect for neither one of them.
By just doing that.
Yeah.
Taisha says, my mother always sat in the passenger seat, even if it was my car and wasn't driving. Okay. So with your husband or partner, would you have her still sit in the passenger seat, or do you think she would sit in the back seat? And then Poppy says, we would not put you in that situation or position, Saquon.
Thank you.
And then Chichi says, definitely depends on the dynamics of the relationships. I agree. And Damien, you want to read?
Oh, I mean, what is it about our community that makes that stuff okay? If you had an unwedded prince waiting to be king, once he marries, she is the new queen. We have to respect roles.
I agree. There is stuff within our communities, where just marriage, relationships, parent dynamics, there's a lot of dysfunction there. And, I don't know where it all stems from, but I just think like history kind of, and society, social media, things like that video, have played a role in how we all interact. Cousin Let said, right, I don't think it really is about choosing the back or front, but having mutual respect.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, Damien says spite. Yeah, she did that out of spite.
Exactly.
Cousin Let said, most importantly, ain't no way my spouse speaking to my mom's like that.
Yeah, and that's
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That part had to be shut down. You know what I'm
right?
Saying?
Yeah.
But then it's like that part had to be shut down. That's when it kind of went over.
Right, and that's one thing. That's one thing we talk about a lot, Saquon and I, is sometimes your message can be right. It can be dead on, but no one's going to hear you if your delivery is coming in an attacking manner, disrespectful manner, because that now the other person is going into defense mode.
Yeah.
So you can't be disrespectful, even if your message is right. Mm-hmm. Now, guess what? Now I can use against you that you're cursing, you're talking to me rudely. This is not called for. And everybody looking around can see, no, you're out of pocket talking to her like that, even if your message is right. So you do have to be very careful on how you deliver your message.
Yeah, and even as the person in the middle as him,
mm-hmm.
I feel like if he did choose to tackle that that issue, he can't stay on it. And like how you said, it's like, oh, now this becomes the thing that will be the topic of the conversation, talking to my moms like that. I'm gonna say it once and that's it. Now, if you keep talking to my moms like that after I told you to chill out or stop or whatever the case may be, now I'm with Khalik. You're gonna get left. But he can't do this. He cannot do that in this situation because that is her car.
Hey, Ciasia.
What's up, Ciasia?
No. Yes, he still can because it's not her car. They're married. They are married.
So he could just, I guess.
No, he
just
can
pull off on still. Okay.
Oh, wait, you mean leave her?
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. I thought you meant he can't say like, she said, not left, child.
Yeah, look at it. Look, you're not going to sit there and just, after I'm sitting here respectfully talking to you, me and you my wife, and me and you having a conversation, and I'm asking you to stop disrespecting my mom, because if you ask me, that's a form of disrespecting me, especially after I ask you to stop.
So do you take it as the mom not respecting your wife as a form of disrespecting you?
Yes. If I said something.
Okay. So are you assuming that he didn't say anything?
I'm assuming that he didn't say anything.
I don't know, because I do think there's some times where people say something, but they're It's
The
kind of
mom
like
was-
what we were talking about earlier, where there's like that fear. So even
Yeah.
if he said it to her, she was like, I'm not moving.
What? Yeah,
she can
probably
go in
did
the
it the same
back.
way.
That's okay. You haven't seen mama since COVID.
That's
so,
why he
you
jumped out the
know.
car in like 0.2 seconds. Like he already kind of knew. So
Mhm.
maybe he did say something, and the mom was like, "Man, like,
Yeah.
what?" And something Khalik said is, "Oh, they'll just get over it. They're not going to get over it. That's why they're here."
Oh, Khalik said that?
Yeah, earlier.
Yeah, no,
They're
they
not
won't
gonna
get over it. Oh, no. First of all, Khalik, do you know women? We're not getting over that.
Yeah.
No, sir. Okay, so Crystal, okay. Oh, I missed it. Okay. So, Aunt Chichi said, he said
not
one word. He said, not, yeah.
He spoke.
All he said was, I love you both. I love you both.
It's not about, he did go too far, though.
Yeah, he said
It's not about you being my wife.
Yes. I guess it changes the volume. You just laugh.
I'm into the combo. But
no, you're fine, baby. I'm sorry. Crystal said the issue wasn't that the mom was in the front. The issue is that she is fine with calling his mama a B. That's true. She did slide that out there, and that's where that disrespect, like, it's just where respect comes into play. It's like you cannot be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Did we miss some?
I feel like we did.
Hey, tea time.
What's up, Thomas?
Okay.
You know what? Since we got some new people in, I want to replay this.
Do you guys all know what we're talking about? Honey, how many times are you going to play this video?
What?
Come on now.
I mean, you said...
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Well, you didn't ask them. You didn't give them a chance to respond.
Okay, no, we're going to keep talking.
Somebody cuss out my mom. They acting like they know what they were talking about.
I mean, they just talking about our...
Saquon wants to play the video again.
All right. That's all right.
Go ahead, play it again.
No, keep it going. Keep it going.
Sorry, you can play it again.
Keep it going. This is what I go through.
No, it's not. All right. Is there anyone who didn't see the video? Because we can play it again for you guys. Damien said one more time. Go ahead. Look, one more time. What did Jesse say? One more. 4 more years, Jesse.
Oh, 4 more years.
We're gonna play it one more time, guys, and then we're gonna read these comments because we want everyone to understand exactly what we're talking about. You guys can have a background picture.
It's wrong. It's no sound.
It's okay, honey.
Soft screen.
All right. Hi, Miss Rhonda.
Hey, Miss Rhonda.
You guys are chatting it up. Wait, I can't see. All right, hold on, guys.
Why are you still here?
All right, so this is the clip for everybody who didn't get a chance to see it.
And I get that that's your mom and everything, but like, you going to the back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Why? What are you talking about? I'm your wife. Are you serious right now? We gotta keep having these type of conversations every time I link up with your mother is always a problem. I'm in his life
Cousin
now,
said
so
her
why are you
husband
still
did.
here?
I'm always gonna be.
Okay, but go to the back fucking seat.
Babe,
I'm your
that's my
wife.
mom.
I'm your fucking wife.
And I love you.
This is my car. But this is my car. Why do I gotta look?
Babe, I understand we've been in this together, but babe, that's my mom. I haven't seen her since
He can't go to my car. No, but every time she's around, you push up.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Stop being a mama's boy.
I love you and I love y'all. I love both of
I
y'all.
don't give a fuck. Go to the back.
Hey,
Go to the back
hey,
seat.
mom, please.
Go to the back seat. No, I'm so tired of this shit. Go to the
Hey,
back.
please, babe.
You could be his mother, cool, but go to the back.
Babe, I love both
Bitch,
of
I'm
y'all,
always
babe.
out there. I'm going on here.
All right. Okay, so everybody saw it now. All on the same page. Okay, Cousin Let said earlier he might not have said anything to the mom.
Mm-hmm.
I have found that men have a hard time standing up to their family and holding healthy boundaries. I agree. Kalika's laughing. Damien said, Mom definitely sat there like, move me. Yeah, she did. She wanted to be tested.
Yeah, she was pushing it.
Tea Time said, somebody cussed my mama out. They getting left no matter who car. I haven't seen the video, but it sounds like pre-existing issues that were left unresolved. Yes, and now you got to see it, so now you can get a better understanding. Cousin Let, I had to really push my husband pre-marriage about holding boundaries with his family. One more time. Poppy said he didn't stand up for his wife. He took his mother's side right away and was shocked that his wife got angry. Okay. And then, because Aunt Chichi, Letty, is so important. Yes, boundaries are huge. Mommy, again, feeling froggy. Not only we gonna jump, but baby, we gonna dance. Colleague said, "Oh, effing well then." All right, can you go down a little more, hun? Thank you. Okay. Mommy said, I didn't know she called the mom a B, Damien, and he was a bit too emotional for me. We ain't talking about who loves who. But I love you both. Thomas said, nah, he a sucker. His wife came out with bad energy. And don't make me go to the Bible.
Go to it if you have to. He is a sucker. I feel like he is a sucker just because in a way, I mean, I don't want to say a sucker because that's like putting a label on somebody.
From this video clip, you can say what you
from this video clip, he a sucker.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm gonna say he a sucker is because, like we saying, it's like you didn't set any type of boundaries, like at all. Like, and I don't care. Like, see, my thing, I'm a little bit different. So I'm direct, and I'm not gonna, like, if I feel like this is disrespecting this unit, then it ain't happening no more. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Thomas said boundaries are important, but she was unnecessarily disrespectful.
She was.
Are you saying the unnecessarily are you saying the unnecessary disrespect came from the way she was talking to her, like calling her out her name and stuff? Tea time?
Yeah, that was too much.
I mean, no, I agree. I just want to know what he was saying. She was unnecessarily disrespectful. Was it just the way she was saying it, or what, or the fact that she wanted the mom to sit in the back?
Yeah.
But I agree. I think Ciaja said it's the finger pointing for me, shaking my head.
Wait, who was doing the finger pointing? I didn't even catch all that.
But yeah, I think boundaries, like not having healthy boundaries, is your relationship is pretty much doomed. It's going to be drama filled.
Yeah, and Cousin Let, I hope he caught the video when we just played it.
She said that before when you were saying you wanted to play it, and I was like, everybody saw it. And obviously they didn't, so my husband was right. But yeah. So healthy boundaries is a must. And then also, I think another thing we all said was just respect. Yeah. Is just having respect for someone who's older than you. That's your husband's mom, now your mother-in-law, and the mom also having respect, because I just know that mom came there with some she didn't pre-existing twos.
She don't respect their relationship,
right?
She don't respect her son either,
right? And let's see, Thomas
says, I think the way she was speaking and what she said was disrespectful. Also, he saw this coming and should have addressed his mother and his wife before it got to this point.
Exactly.
Well, from what it sounds like is his wife brought this up plenty of times already.
Right. And we don't know if it's the car situation exactly, but she said every time that, you guys heard, every time that she gets with the mom, it's always some issues.
Yeah. It's always something. And I guess that would be something too, is like, so what if she just bringing this up? This the first time.
About the car situation?
Yeah, this the first time. What?
No, go ahead, baby.
Oh, but this is the first time you even saying that you want to sit in the front. It's always an issue, but this wasn't the issue before.
Prior then? Okay, so we'll ask that question, but I just want to read these really quick before they go off the screen. Damon said, and by the audience surrounding the drama, this is a recurring show.
A show.
Yeah, because I asked Saquon, I'm like, why is someone recording this? Like, how does someone even know to be there to record this? They knew it was going to be drama. Yeah. Ciaja, he could have further de-escalated the situation by speaking to his wife away from the car, so they wouldn't continue arguing. I agree with that too. And earlier, go ahead.
I would have had to take her completely in the house, because she would have kept yelling.
But that's what you're saying, away from the car. So that could be in the house too.
Yeah.
Cousin Let said, yeah, mom knew. She had that only smirk. Yes, she did. She had a smirk on.
Yeah.
And Tanya said, nope, it's a long history. I agree.
It's deep.
I agree. So, okay. So let's play devil's advocate. And Saquon said this was the first time that she brought this issue to him. Do you think that it still should have been okay? Do you think she should have still pulled her husband to the side and said, honey, I don't feel comfortable sitting in the back seat and your mom sit in the front? Or do you think she should have just sucked it up, sat in the back seat, and then talked to him about it later, being that it would have been the first time that they discussed this issue.
Yeah. Because for me, if it's the first time, I'm going to let it slide because obviously we going somewhere. We got stuff to do.
You're going to let what slide?
Her sitting in the front. If I was the female in this position, like,
right.
You know, if it's the first time that I feel like I needed to say
right.
something.
It shouldn't. Yeah. And that's why maybe it wasn't the first time because you don't, but they also had drama because I don't think you would just start off at that level of anger that she had towards the mom sitting in the front seat if this was the first ordeal.
About the front seat, right?
Right.
Yeah. The front seat had to be an issue before.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I would have went like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sat in the back and then just talk about it later to you.
Yeah. It pretty much, that's what I'm saying. Oh, this what you doing? Okay.
It's like, oh, this is new.
The first
this
time.
Is new. Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to sit in the back this time and we're going to have a conversation when we get home. Boundaries should be set as soon as it happens.
Mom would have went in the back. And I mean, that's true too, because I understand that point of view too, because if you let something go on, then it's kind of like, well, I sat in the front last time, so why am I getting in the back now?
Yeah, and it's like what Thomas was saying. It's like homie ain't really like the boundary should have been set from jump. Before my wife came to this car and seen you in the front seat, you should have known already that you was getting out and sitting in the back.
Yeah. Tanya says she should have gotten the back, and once they got alone, let him know her feelings about it if it's the first time. So I do agree. I agree with both. I understand what Poppy's saying too, though. It's kind of like if I pull you to the side and say, honey, you know, this is how I feel about this, then I think you can respectfully say to your mom, hey, mom, you know, would you mind sitting in the back, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then set that boundary so that moving forward, that's just what it is.
Exactly.
Versus, you know, I can wait till I get home and talk to you about it. But then your mom may feel some type of way because she's like, well, I was sitting in the front already. So next time she gets in the car, she's sitting in the front and you're like, oh, you know, can you sit in the back? But then it becomes an issue then rather than if you nipped it about the first time. Yeah, right. So I get both though, but I really don't care about the seat. So Mama J said definitely later. Don't show off, young lady. Not with mom there. Yeah, I agree. It's like you have to present yourself in a respectful way. And you're not going to get respect if you're coming off disrespectful. Tanya said, who?
Your cousin, the first one.
Oh, the first time you take notes. Wait till you are not so triggered and have a conversation with your husband.
Yeah,
I love that though, because sometimes you can say things out of anger and it will not be received well. So when you're not triggered and you can bring it in a loving way, you probably can get better. You get more bees with honey than vinegar. Yeah. Let's see. Tanya says, I think she feels like he always puts the mom before her. I agree. I think so. And that's what she said. Stop being such a mama's boy. And she also said you switch up every time she comes around. So he probably does act a certain way with the wife, but then when the mom comes around, he's be acting all helpless and stuff. Let's see. Crystal said, if it's the first time, I would let him know it is something we need to discuss and leave her in the front seat. Yeah. I would too. If it's the first time, I think it's innocent and it's not. I think the daughter-in-law this time viewed it as disrespect, straight blatant disrespect from the mom and from the husband because they have prior issues. So I do feel like she looked at it like the mom was intentionally trying to disrespect her. I think she thought it was malice.
Yeah, and that's why there's no way to make what she said right, but that's what it'll be the whole beef.
But you're right. There's no way to make that right
because
we ain't doing it
right. But she calling her that because she probably spitefully do stuff all the time.
Yes. Hi, Rubella.
And that's kind of you know what that word. You know the definition of that word.
It's a female dog.
I mean,
nothing
in our culture,
not appropriate. Did you see Ruby join?
Oh, what's up, Robin?
Cousin Let said, I can't have any conversations when I am triggered because my Puerto Ricans don't know how to act.
My Puerto Ricans don't know how to act.
Yes, you know yourself though. But see, that's important. You have to know yourself and know what's best for the relationship and when you should say things and when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like this someone said earlier, it's a time and a place.
Yep.
Tea Time said, regardless, I can't see my wife talking reckless like that to my moms because I wouldn't speak to her parents like that. Plus, the issue is with your partner, not the parent. I like the first thing you said. I like the first thing you said. You wouldn't disrespect your partner's parents. So it comes back to respect at the end of the day. But is the issue just with the husband? Because I think the mom, and I'm just assuming because we're just seeing a little clip, but I do feel like the mom, just the way her demeanor was, the way she was sitting there and stuff, I feel like she intentionally knew it was going to be an issue. And she intentionally, like the daughter-in-law said, there's always issues with her and the mom. So I do feel like there may be issues with the mom. And I mean, the biggest issue is with the husband because he is that middleman. He's the one who's supposed to handle both sides of it. So I do think he is the main issue.
Yeah.
But he also needs to address things with his mom. So I guess if you're saying that, then yes, the partner is the issue.
And them two as in-laws, you know what I'm saying?
That's true too, Steve.
They have obviously an issue that they need to come to some type of mutual understanding or
and
common ground or respect.
Yeah.
As you know, without him. Because do you act like that with other people?
That's true. Talk about it. Do you?
You're not acting like that with other people, so you ain't got to keep doing this.
Right. Don't you feel too comfortable getting out of pocket and talking to my mother like that? But then it goes back to him again. Like it all boils down to the middle person because she does feel comfortable. Like she felt comfortable calling his mom a B. Why do you feel comfortable talking to my mom like that? It's because those boundaries weren't even set between you and I. Like you didn't shut that down. That's not her first time calling her mom out her name. And she maybe never did it to her. Well, the mom was cool, like a cucumber then.
She ratchet, so that's how she talks.
But that's what I agree with Ciasia. She said speaks to a level of maturity on both parts, as well to be arguing like that in public. Exactly. Yes, like you don't do that. You don't do that. Ruru said
she should kick them out of her car, and let the mom and the husband
walk. You know what, Rue? That would be a nice little spiteful thing. It's spiteful.
You said, it's their car because they married, and I get that. But at that point, it's like,
yeah, it's like, okay, so you're just going to ignore the fact that this is the car that I purchased. Yeah, it's ours. But I purchased it, and you're just gonna let your mom disrespect me. I feel disrespected, and you're gonna let her disrespect me. Ruby is so funny.
I told you that we got issues. We got issues. You took my car to go get your mom, and she's still disrespecting me.
She said, "Well, you know what? Go ahead. You want to be with Mama? You both can walk." It's the opposite of what Khalik said. Talking about he gonna leave them. Ruby said, "No, sir. Give me my keys."
And that's why I'm saying I don't think you could just leave her because that's her
That
car.
Is so funny. Okay, Poppy said, what the son did is what we call that doing hippity dippity. What does that mean, Pops? Ciasia said, but biblically speaking. Thomas said, that's why I said he a sucker, because it all come back to him. It does all come, you're right, it does come back to him. Mama J said, you also have to wonder, does he or has he ever disrespected his mom? Ooh, to the point she feels comfortable doing it too. That is true. That is very true too, because we were just talking about that. How you treat your wife, how you treat your children, how you treat your parents, how you treat people. Well, I'll say how you treat your wife and children and parents is how other people are going to treat them. Mm-hmm. So if you're comfortable talking to your mom crazy, that's the norm. That's what you would view as the norm. Like, okay, well, that's how they talk.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah. So then
on the wife end.
Exactly. Yeah. So then in my point of view, it'd be like, well, he'd be cursing out his mom, just degrade, talking down to her and everything. Yeah. So she just, argues back. So he's not going to be offended when I do it because you should be treating your mom way better than anyone else should.
Yeah.
You know? So that's a really good point, Mama J.
And I mean, still, I don't care. I don't care if you see me act a certain type of way. It still go back to maturity level. If you know better, then that's that.
Yeah.
If you know better, then you do better.
Yeah, but you are also supposed to be a leading example. So,
I mean, as the husband at all times,
yes,
you are.
yeah.
You are.
And so, but you're right. Just because I have seen you, not with your mom, but I've seen you act in ways that I wouldn't necessarily act,
Yes.
not necessarily disrespectful or anything to anybody, but do things that I wouldn't do in general. Yeah. But I'm not going to just jump on the boat, and follow something that I don't want to do, and vice versa. If I'm behaving in a way that you don't like, you're not just going to do what I do.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just because that's what you're doing at the time.
Yeah. Ciacia, they're married, so it's their car. You're right. I agree 100%. It is their car. It's not his car. It's not her car. And you agree with that too.
Yeah, I believe it's their car, but you're not going to keep picking up your mom in our car and she's disrespectful to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because technically it's kind of like mine. It's not hers. It's not her car. It's our car. And if you kind of separate you from it, it's mine's. Like if you separate you from it between me and her.
Between you and the mom?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This my car. So she's disrespectful in my property.
Your mom, the mom is.
Yeah,
right.
That gotta go.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a big thing too. I feel like in marriages, especially, I don't know, like relationships, you can build to that point, but I definitely think when you make that commitment to be married, you are making the commitment to say, like, this is ours. It's not a his, it's not a hers. This is our stuff. This is our family. Like, we are building, for generations to come with our own family. So your mindset has to be different. And I think some people get into marriages and their mindset doesn't change. They're not ready. They're not really ready for marriage, and they're not really ready for that commitment. And like we said earlier, a lot of men and women, but a lot of men are afraid to speak up to their family, especially their moms.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
I mean, I don't even know if it's some people just don't want to speak up at the time for some reason.
They don't. But I
and forget about stuff and all of that. Yeah,
a lot of things could play factors. Poppy says he acts one way with his wife and another way with his mother. That's hippity dippity. Okay. Oh, so it's like what's another saying?
I don't know. He PowerTrip. That's like PowerTrip, and that's what we talking about. You and this, you double dipping.
Yeah. Colleague said, cool, I'll just take my own car. Let them figure it out.
That's fine too.
What if you don't have another car? What if you guys only have one family car?
Yeah.
You taking the bus?
Because we know married couples with just
one car. And that's okay. If you only need one car, that's all that's necessary. But if that's the case, then what happens? What do you do?
Yeah.
And for all of you guys here, can you please give this video a thumbs up? Share it if you haven't already shared it. And then also, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't.
Please and
if you're on Facebook, give us a like as well. Thank you. Ciacia said, from y'all perspective, how would the situation have progressed if the husband redirected his mother rather than attempting to calm down the wife? That's a good question. I feel like
his mom wouldn't have got loud with him, in my opinion. But
I don't know how the mom would have reacted, but I feel like the wife would have respected him because she feels like he's a mama's boy. She feels like he always switches up and probably says behind the scenes when the mom's not around, no, I got your back. I love you. Yeah, she was wrong for that. Like he's all on team wifey. But then when mom comes around, he switches up. So if he would have said, you know what, mom, she's right. Out of respect, can you please sit in the back seat? I think the daughter would have, or the wife would have been like, okay, finally, he actually stood up for me. And I think she would have calmed her little nerves down a little bit.
Who, the mom?
Oh, the daughter, the wife. Yeah, I think I keep saying the daughter.
If he would have said something
he would have addressed the mom, I think that she would have had more respect for him because I don't feel like she respects him because she doesn't feel like he stands up for her. So she doesn't feel protected by him when it comes to his mother. And then she says he's a mama's boy. So from her viewpoint, he's always going to take the side of his mom. So if he would have flipped the script and actually stood up for his wife,
disrespect started.
Right. I do feel like, I don't know where the disrespect started, but you're saying in this scenario?
If she said that she needs to be in that front seat and this is a recurrent issue.
Right. If it's a recurring issue. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So then in that case, I do think the wife would have been a little taken back. She probably would have been ready to go off, but she probably would have been like, oh, wait, hold on, he's on my side.
Yeah.
And I think she would have calmed down. Now, I do think the mom, I'm not really sure, because the mom, like, she was stank, but she was still keeping it cool. Like, she was a mellow stank,
I think the mom would have had some words for him, but she would have sat in the back, or she would have walked.
She would have had some words. I think she would have been
in the city somewhere, so if she ain't that far and she feel like she could walk, she would walk.
Yeah. And I think she would have been like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'll sit in the back this time. But she would have been talking like little things, maybe the whole ride or something. But I do think it wouldn't have been such a huge display of foolishness in the street. If he said something to the mom.
If it got to the point where she was actually in the back, I don't even think she would be saying anything for the rest of this. She would have been sulking in the back. Yeah, she would actually probably ask to go home.
Yeah.
So
that's true, but I do think it wouldn't have went as far as it did go if it was
because she wouldn't have needed to act like that, because she would have had him already defending her opinion.
Exactly. Thomas said, nah, she don't have respect for that man. She doesn't respect that man. The wife doesn't respect the husband.
Oh, the wife don't respect the husband.
She doesn't.
The wife don't respect the husband to a certain extent. The mom don't respect her son. It's
the mom doesn't respect the wife.
The
wife doesn't respect the husband. Huh?
This man don't have no type of respect.
That's true, because the mom knows. That's very true, honey, because the mom knows it's going to be an issue. And she's not even thinking about the issues it's going to cause for her son. She's just trying to put her dominance there and to show that, no, honey, this is my child. And she said it. I'm always going to be here. Which your mom will always be there.
I mean, you always going to be my mom.
But it's in a sense where it's like, I'm not going anywhere. It's like, you're replaceable, but I'm not.
Yep.
And when when you make that commitment to get married, the thought shouldn't be that you're replaceable. Crystal said, if it was that big of an issue, she should have got in the driver's seat and put the man in the back. If the front seat was that important to her, if that is her car, then she should have just driven it. Well, what if there's some women who won't drive a car if their man is there?
Yeah,
they believe that the man should drive them around. So what do you guys think about that? Let's take the situation a little different. What do you guys think about that? So I know there's some women. Okay, let's talk about it. Oh, we had another really great podcast with our friends Courtney and Navarro. I don't know. They're not on, I don't think, today. But it was about gender roles. And we were just discussing how there are certain, I feel like, innate gender roles between men and women. And then there's some kind of society push gender roles. But speaking of the car situation, there are some women who don't believe that they should ever open a door. They should ever pump their gas. Like, there's some men. T-Man. Who's T-Man again?
What's up, Navarro?
Hey, Navarro. Oh, you are here. Hey, Navarro. So there's some women who don't believe they should ever pump their own gas. So some husbands, boyfriends, whatever, partners will take the car, fill it up for them. They never touch the gas tank. And then there's also some who believe, so I said, drive the car, pump the gas. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can think of for the driving. Let's see. Poppy said, my baby does the driving. I sit back playing my games. Thomas, my wife doesn't drive when I'm around. Okay.
I don't drive unless I'm intoxicated.
And she barely opens the door.
She opened the door a lot. And she wants me to start opening the door.
Wait. Were you talking about the car door?
Yeah.
You said, I want you to start?
You would like me to open the door, right?
Yeah. But don't wait. When you say I open a lot of doors, what do you mean? Like my car door?
The car door.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm not the type to necessarily open the car
Come and open my car. Okay, gotcha. No, I just didn't know what you meant when you said I open a lot of doors. I'm like, what? You open doors for me. But the car door, yes, that's a huge thing. Tiffany?
Yeah, so, I don't, Poppy, I gotta let you know, I don't think you should be letting her drive in while you sit back playing the games. I think as a man, our sense of protection, our sense of surroundings, and getting into gender roles, we have a heightened level of caution, I guess, when it comes to certain things.
I don't know about driving because you men be on phones and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't know how cautious you are. I can't agree with that. But I do know in certain relationships, because I don't think Poppy would mind driving, but I know Mommy is like, she wants to drive. She wants that control of driving.
Yeah. That's where we get into gender roles, and we was talking about respect and everything. You got to let him be that lead. Even though I understand you insisting, that you drive, but sometimes you got to let him have that lead. That's just my opinion. And like I said, for me, you only driving if I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, or if I feel like
if it's a safety issue.
Yeah, if it's a safety issue, then I'm going to pass the keys.
Right.
Other than that, I'm driving.
Yeah. Let's see. Tiffany said, hey, Tiff, just speaking from experience, when you have a weak man that never sets boundaries, there will always be a problem. Very true. I definitely can't agree with her on any level of disrespect to his mom. Mm-hmm. I agree with that too. That was, I think, the hugest thing with that is that you can't disrespect, like, just, you have to be respectful.
Yeah.
Both parties. Mommy says she insists on driving.
Yeah, I know.
Navarro. It's confusing because it's T-Man. Okay. Yeah. Navarro says, check you out. I like what you were saying. Who, Navarro? Me? Or Quan. Quan boy. All right. Poppy said, this is for me to decide. I trust that my wife drives. Okay. Mama J said, I don't mind driving my car, but he does. I never pump my gas if my husband is around. He always opens the door for me and my friends if they are there. And I guess that's just being a gentleman too.
Yeah.
Mommy says, driving clears my head and I love listening to music. Cousin Let says, rust, where mutual respect comes.
That's where mutual respect comes?
Maybe autocorrect, got it. Mm-hmm. When you have it, then you know when to let them drive and vice versa. That's true. Mama J said he would rather drive if we are together.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, she said that's okay. Mommy said men are not the best with directions, in my opinion. You guys don't like asking for directions.
I think it's usually the other way around.
Well, you're just dealing with me. I will get us lost. I'm not. No, there's
direction wise. I think men usually get around better.
I don't know. I can't say. Papa J, I hate to put you out there, but Papa J be giving.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the only thing with Urban.
Sorry, I love you.
I hope you watch it, Urban.
I love you.
No, the only thing with Urban is he know where he going. He just think the way he taking is faster.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but he does know where he's going. Okay, I'll give you that. Little mommy's. No. Where'd Mama J's go? She said, "That's true, Ma G." No, there it is. Okay, Mommy said, "Quan boy, please." Okay, so yeah, I don't know if men are necessarily better with directions. I know for me personally, don't ask me for directions. And if I don't have a GPS and I'm going somewhere new, God, please hope that I make it on time and not 2 hours later, because I'm just not great with directions at all.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it partially come from, women can be moving too, don't get me wrong, but if I'm mainly out here like that, you know what I'm saying, then I know the landscape for the most part. I know how things is moving, and my opinion.
Yeah. Navarro said we got Apple Maps. We don't need to ask for directions.
Exactly.
I think
if I don't know where I'm going, I put it right in my GPS.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Mommy said, how come I don't see your she's on Facebook, Mom, and you're on YouTube, and the system that we're using, we can see both Facebook and YouTube comments at the same time. She said, sis, are you hiding from me? She's not hiding from you, Mom. But yeah, we can just see all the comments. Khalik said, rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3. Now that's fair. But Mama J. Oh, sorry, honey.
Once you start playing rock, paper, scissors, and y'all going back and forth, who driving, it's no more. You're not a gentleman at that point at all.
When you do rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
No, you're not. And that's the thing. If your wife doesn't want to drive, as a man and as a gentleman, you should do it. Mama J said, and don't go down a one-way street, my beautiful daughter-in-law. Let Quan drive. That was one time. It was dark. I had my lights. I forgot my lights on. Oh man, she was like, Saquon, save me.
And she can't see you. She can't see your comments, mommy. But my G, she said, "No, sis, I'm here."
Yes. So I do think I think it's a preference thing on the sense where it's like, yeah, I may not care to drive, but so that I don't have to, so that I can just relax and just enjoy it, you as my man, my husband will drive.
Yeah. And it gets even further from me.
Mhm.
I feel like once we have kids and things like that, I mean, I even think about this personally. Let's say how I'm sitting here saying, oh, if I was drinking or whatever the case may be, if I feel like it's not safe for me to drive at the time, right?
Mhm.
Whatever is doing that, whatever I'm doing to put me in that state,
Right.
Once I have kids, it stops.
But you
I'm
know,
driving
okay,
that-
can we talk about that, please? Please.
I mean, okay, yeah,
please. No, can we talk?
Yeah.
No, because you
No,
said
I
it.
pass the keys. No,
You
I said
said
I
it.
pass the keys, though.
You
I
say you
the
pass
keys.
it to me, but once you have kids, you stop drinking and stuff when you know they're going to be in the car.
'Cause it
So
go back
can
to-
we talk about this, y'all? Because I have this is where my
Yeah,
issue
it's-
comes. Okay, because can
She
we talk
doesn't
about?
believe- okay,
Wait, hold on, baby. Sorry. Can we talk about who comes first? Your wife, your husband, or your kids?
and
Please, let's talk about order.
Navarro. Please don't write.
Please write, Navarro.
I know.
Please
I know.
write. Because I just don't understand why some people, including my lovely, wonderful, amazing husband, thinks that when we have kids, things change. Like you'd be more cautious. Listen, I am a delicate lady that you should be treasuring. Like I am your treasure. So you should be treating me as precious as you would our children.
It's not that. When
Thank you, Ciasia.
you hold a child, right? Don't you change?
Huh?
Doesn't your caution change when you holding a child?
Like physically holding my child?
Physically holding a child, your caution changes.
Yes. And I understand the concept because they are depending on you. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah, but you're talking about driving. Now all of a sudden when we have a child, you're not even gonna be drinking while we're out because you want to drive us home. But when I'm there, I'm chopped live. You just give me the keys. But I don't like that.
I can't give them the keys.
No, but I can still drive. I'm not handicapped once I have a child.
Because now, if I have a son, right, and he turned 18 and he got his license, bro, you driving.
I hope you ain't you're not gonna be anyway. Well, that's a different discussion for a different day. Different discussion for a different day. Spouse is still numero uno. At least that's how it's supposed to be. I agree. I do think your husband and wife always comes first, even when you have children. And that's like rule number one of even being a parent is your spouse comes first. If that's not in order, then how can you expect to raise good quality kids? Navarro. Let's see. Crystal said, okay, hold on. Mama J said, oh my gosh, I forgot the lights were also off. Thank God we made it home. Okay. One time. Crystal said, I don't think it's a gender thing. I think it is what you guys agree on and what works for the relationship you're in. I kind of agree that it's a preference thing, but I do feel like gender does play a role in certain things within a relationship. Ciasia said, I have a witness. Thank you. You got to stop everything. Laugh a lot. Mama J says, okay, spouse is still numero uno. Ciasia says, make it make sense, Saquon. Right. Thank you. I'm still as precious and delicate, and I'm your treasure. Crystal says, my kid comes first, period. And Mama says, throw Junior the keys. I love it. No. Anyway, that's a different discussion. We'll talk about another time. Okay, Crystal. So why do you feel like your child comes first before your spouse? Poppy, a man should know his limitation and should never put himself in a dangerous situation. And yes, his wife should come first, and then the kids should come last.
Sure.
I agree. And so when we say your wife or husband comes first, it doesn't mean that you guys are neglecting your kids because your kids are also both of your priorities. But you cannot be optimal and good parents if you two are not okay, or if one person is like, if let's say, God forbid, when I have a child, I'm going through postpartum depression, and like if I'm in a mental space where I can't necessarily do everything I can for my no, let me not use that example.
No, say that one.
But if I can't mentally do everything, Mommy, thank you, my love. If I can't do everything mentally for my child, and I just feel that I'm not receiving enough attention from Saquon and things like that, like in order for, and postpartum depression has a lot to do with hormones and other things, as well.
That's why you said that one with him.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't want to use that one. But as my husband, yeah, of course, we have a child that we're both going to take care of, but his number one focus should be making sure I'm getting the help that I need, because he knows in the end that's going to trickle down and affect our children.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even I know my caution might be a little bit heightened when I have a child, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to start neglecting you at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like something changes to where I'm going to start putting you in a position that I never put you.
Well, yeah, but you were going to start to drive differently. You're going to you're just going to change. And I think I do think that sorry, honey. I do think that naturally happens for anybody going into parenthood. I do feel like there's just certain things that automatically switch, mm-hmm. and you don't even necessarily think about it.
Yeah.
And it's like you have this fragile little cutesy pootsy baby, and your world just changes. Like I know, like I can't wait to experience it myself, but people will just say it's like they never felt a love like that. They never, it's just so different. Like this is something that we created. Mm-hmm. It's our child, So I do expect things to be, change. However, when you say, now all of a sudden you're just not going to do this and the child's just so precious, it was like, so what was I? I was your test dummy. I get what you're saying, hon.
And for me, it's like,
you're going to spoil us all.
Yeah, I mean, you already get spoiled.
I
do. Ask me. So it's like that's not going to stop. It's just that I guess mentally, I guess I would think that I would change some type of way of having my first child.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. And as far as the driving situation with my child in the car, I mean, I would just chill because it's not. It's cool to be safer. I already think I'm a safe driver, minus the phone.
You're a safe driver, yeah.
So I just know that I got to change the way that I drive based on, I listen to you. I hear the things you say, the way that I drive. If you remember, we had a conversation like, would you try to make it through that light if you had a kid?
Yes. And I'm like, so why would you risk me but not risk our child? Like, would. No, you wouldn't. No, you said you would. No.
You see the way I drive. If I don't think I can, if I don't
you
think
won't
I
take
can't make it, I'm not taking it.
That's true.
And that's from far back.
Yeah.
From far back. If I'm looking at everything and I don't think I'm gonna make it, mm-hmm. I'm not going.
Okay, that's true. I'll give you that. But all I'm saying is when we have a kid, y'all, and we're on the podcast and stuff, I'll update you. I'm like, yeah, he's kept his word and is giving me the same good treatment.
I mean,
back rubs and all. Well, he already gave me that. But okay, so Navarro said, my spouse was here before these kids and will be here after my kids leave. That is so huge. I love that you said that, Navarro. A lot of people, from what I've heard, neglect their spouse when they have children. They put everything into children, neglect their spouse. And then when their kids graduate and go to college and when they leave the house and now it's just them and their husband or their wife, whoever, then they don't have a relationship. They don't know each other anymore. They can't even connect.
I think that comes from living through your childhood.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. You neglected your husband. You didn't, or you neglected your spouse. So I do agree that your spouse always comes first. Mommy said, don't worry, sis. We will help out with these grandkids. They have nothing to worry about with the four of us. The new excuse me, the new law in Arizona is hand-free phone usage only.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to it.
I know, me too. Actually, and I don't even really, I'm not on my phone while I drive, but like if I get a text, sometimes I'll just naturally pick it up and look at it. And then I have to think, I'm like, oh no, it's against the law now.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of driving with the phone. I drive with the phone right here, right next to my leg.
Goodness.
If I have a thought or something I want to look up,
And he
my
has
phone
thoughts.
vibrates or whatever, I pick up my phone and I drive with it right by my the little gear shifter. I keep it right there, like.
So this is the habit he's getting out of.
Yeah, I mean, the more she say it,
the less he's done it anyway. Yeah,
because I'll be honest with you, the cop's not even saying nothing right now.
You don't listen.
I mean,
help me, Lord. But yeah,
used to it.
I mean, yeah, because it was something that they already passed sometime. Was it last year or
like
year before?
Year before that.
And then it just went into effect January. So it's just kind of like no one's really thinking about like, oh, this went into effect.
Yeah.
But eventually they'll catch up to you, especially when it's the end of the year and they're trying to get their quota. So, but not you, just in general. Mama J Mom said, absolutely, sis, can't wait.
And you said the 4.
Poppy, no, 4 like 4 of us. Poppy, Mommy, Papa J, Mama J.
There's more than that to be helping us, probably.
Well, she's talking about the grandparents.
I know.
Oh. But yeah,
like we have for
a whole
us,
tribe,
just like a whole
village,
a whole tribe, like a people that I know that would be there. You know, God forbid we ever need them or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, we're grateful for that. We have wonderful, loving people around us who support us and will help us out.
My dad and he was drinking, I'm driving. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. You know.
No, I mean, I agree. I think anybody, for one, I don't think anyone should be drinking and driving, period. Because it's just not safe. And it's why. There's Lyft, there's Uber. If you do have someone else who can drive, let them drive.
True.
You hear too many stories, too many accidents, too much foolishness where people are drinking and driving. They're driving under the influence and kill people.
That lost their lives.
Yeah, like, so, yes. So I agree. That's good. I do think, I'm just saying, when Saquon was about to say what he was going to say, like him and, our child is going to be going out and partying and stuff. And then he's going to be drinking home.
Nah, if I go out with my child, we going to have our lunch day or I'm taking my child out for dinner or something like that. Then I'm not going like, it depends on their age. Like I said, if he 18 and you got your license at 16 and I trust you to drive and we didn't have enough experience. But nah, if I trust that they have enough experience to drive, then I'll have me a couple drinks, same way I would with you in the car.
Yeah, I think it's just being smart, knowing. I mean, I don't know how we got on this whole drinking, driving thing, but yeah.
No hints right now.
No hints.
You'll know.
Mommy said, we know Kwani, but we are the lineup starting crew.
You started lined up.
Yes. Don't forget my G Saquon. Don't forget my G Saquon. A sister loves a cocktail.
That's what I'm saying. Me and you might be sitting in the back.
Oh boy. Well, anyway, guys, I don't know if you want to say anything else, but we've been on here for 1 hour and 42 minutes, and I said today was going to be just an hour. We can never do an hour because it's such great conversation. We appreciate you guys so much. You guys give us such great insight and good commentary to go back and forth with on these topics. So we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we really, really do. Before we go, you forgot about the food since we've been doing this.
I mean, I haven't been hungry, but I still want to cook and eat.
Oh no, I mean throughout it though, because now we getting almost up to 2 hours.
I seen when it was like an hour, and I was I was thinking about wrapping it up, but the conversation is just so good. So I appreciate you, Kwani. Appreciate you.
I really do. This was a good conversation.
Yes.
You might not have done it for her. You guys took my hunger away.
I wasn't hungry yet.
I was a little bit hungry.
Really?
Like I said, this day 3 of our detox. So I was kind of getting there, and this kind of dragged it out because we have to wait for sundown. So Sun's down now.
Sun is down.
Sun's down.
Oh,
down.
let's read Crystal. Really quick, guys. My priority is making sure my kid has food, house, and clothes. I will feed my kid before myself or my spouse. Your kid, okay.
That's not your
Did
job.
I hear cocktail, sis? Mama J said, did I hear cocktail, sis?
Crystal,
So, it is the priority for both. I think it should be the priority for you and for the child's father, your spouse, your partner, that your kids have food, clothes, and everything. And your husband eating first doesn't mean your kids are going to starve, so I just think it's just a different perspective and a different mindset.
Yeah. And you got to look at it. You got to look at it in different ways. See, and the thing about it is, with you, Crystal, you're exceptional because
she's a go-getter.
You're very exceptional because you like to go out and you like to work and you like to do these things. But in, I think, certain cases, it's like you feed your spouse first if he's the one providing all of this.
Yeah, so it depends. But thank you. Anyway, I just don't want you to.
Yeah, let's not drag it on. She ready to eat.
I am, and we still gotta walk high. Yes. So we love you all. We thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching us. We will be back on next week. And do you guys like the clip thing real quick in the comments? Did you guys like that little clip and like to be able to discuss something? We're gonna keep it like surrounding relationships. Also something that we want to start talking about and that we have talked about on the podcast is just kind of building wealth and generational success and things like that. But everything is going to be surrounding kind of like building healthy families and just that balance between them.
We might have to do a
Mommy said
love
yes.
Respect part 2. I feel like we never really got.
Poppy said I did. Okay.
The love versus respect. Not today.
Okay. Oh, I know, not today. But yeah, we'll talk about that, hon. Mommy and Poppy said they like the clips. Okay, perfect. So the rest of you guys, if you like the clips, let us know in the comments below on either Facebook or YouTube, and we will find some more to talk about. Ooh, there's some really good ones actually that I just thought about. That there's the viral one that we just watched today actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's some different things that we can talk about, guys, that I think would be great. And I love getting everyone's perspective. Booby said, yes, the clip was good. Booby, this is actually going to be the clip that we're going to use for your podcast. But we'll talk, girl. We'll talk. And Mama J said thumbs up for it. Cia just said we're here for it. Okay. Thank you, guys. We love you all.
Thank you. Love you.
Have a great night. Be safe. Have a wonderful weekend if we don't talk to you until next week.
Deuces.
Peace. Love the clip, Chris.